Good morning. It is, what day is it? Friday? It's Friday, December 3rd. Happy Vlogmas Day 3. Owen and I are on our way to the bus stop. What time did you get up this morning, Owen?
5:03.
Yeah, what time did you come into our bed? 4:30.
4:30.
Look at this branches here. Whoa! Whoa! I think Mommy needs to come back and get those branches. So, Bunny and Mouse.
Oh my gosh! I found crystals. Little bit itty crystals. Come on.
We've got like 3 houses to walk down and we've already stopped twice. It is 8:45 on Friday morning. Sorry I'm choking, you guys. There's my shadow. Bus time, bus time. Okay, so Owen is off to school. Thank goodness. That kid crawled into our bed at like 4:30 this morning. I was trying to get us to get up. I am not a morning person. In case you didn't know that about me, not a morning person. But I did pick up those branches. So let me show you all the lichen that I found. I picked up like 6 branches, I think, that were just on the ground right at the edge of our property. Last night we had a really big, really heavy, hard winds, really strong winds. So there's so much good lichen on these branches. So the only time that you want to collect lichen off of a branch is if it has been on the ground. You don't ever want to take lichen off of a living tree. Okay, so I just wanted to make sure that you guys know you must collect lichen ethically. So you always look for it after a windstorm. So yeah, so I'm going to get this lichen in that jar. Parmatrema hypotropum. I think I remembered that right. The easier name is powdered ruffle lichen. So this is one type of lichen that I've got here. Powdered ruffle lichen. It's amazing how these can yield gorgeous purples. Oh my goodness. Maybe I'll pull out one of the lichen colored yarns later when I'm going through my yarns and remind you guys what this looks like because it is incredible. Flavoparmelia caperetta, or common green shield lichen. So this one is a little bit different from that powdery ruffly one that I just showed you. All right, and the last one I want to show you guys is this one here, Fuchsia aquilea. I could be pronouncing these totally wrong. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. So it's a type of rosette lichen. All of those little rosette type little bubbly things. Up close, it just is amazing. Lichen up close, like when you zoom in on all this stuff, it's so cool. Yeah, so many different types of lichen, all just coexisting on the same branch. Steeping. I thought since I was boiling water and I had no dye pots on that I would go ahead and mordant some yarn this morning, because also I need to charge my phone before I can edit Vlogmas videos. So I am dissolving some alum. Okay, I've got my tea. It smells so good. I'm about to have my first sip. So, so good. I cannot believe I've been awake for 3 hours and I'm only just now having my first caffeinated beverage. It's usually not the way this works. I've gotten so much done already today. It's crazy. First of all, when I was out looking to see what other fallen branches there were, I stepped in the grossest pile of cat poop that was hidden under leaves. There is just nothing worse. That is the one thing that I definitely will not miss about living with my parents is their outdoor cats and the hidden potential to always be stepping in cat poop. I will not miss that. I love cats. I love indoor cats. That's just me. I keep my cats indoors. My parents in and out. And you just never know when you're gonna step in a bomb. And I totally stepped in a bomb this morning. It was not a fun way to start my day in my boots. So that happened. I decided not to film that for you guys. I didn't think you needed to see that. So anyway, so I got some lichen off of the branches, just what I could easily get off. It was freeze. When you try to say freezing and frigid at the same time, you do that. It was freezing. My hands were like turning to ice. And then I realized that my phone was like had no battery. So I've been charging my battery because I need to edit Vlogmas. So I've already got the second load of laundry in. I just ate some oatmeal and I'm drinking my tea. I am just getting some yarn prepped, which means I'm gonna tie some extra loops in it and then I'm gonna go soak it while I edit Vlogmas so that it will be all ready to go into the mortar bath in about an hour. So yeah, so that's what I'm about to do right now. So I've got this like really old skein of yarn. What happened to the scissors? Hang on. Here they go. Got buried. Old skein of like acrylic that I'm just using up to tie them. I don't use acrylic that often. So I am just gonna be skeinin up some yarn. Well, not really skeinin it up. I have to add, see there's like these ties in it already, and this helps keep it from getting tangled in the dye pot. So it comes already with 3. I like to add 3 more because I find that even just with the 3, it still can just get really tangled, and that's not a headache that anybody wants to have to deal with. So I don't like tangles. Yarn barf is not fun. So, all right, here we go. Tea. Candy cane tea. You'll see me tie another set of knots on this one, and this is how I tell that it's my sock yarn base. Sometimes I have multiple things going at the same time, and usually I can tell them apart, but sometimes it is a bit tricky. So I think a lot of my day today is going to be spent editing because I have, well, I'm going to start out by editing Vlogmas Day 2 yesterday, but I also also recorded my big podcast episode yesterday as well. So at some point today, I will begin editing that. I'm so glad I recorded yesterday and not trying to do it today. I used to always record Fridays. It is frigid out there. And yesterday was pretty nice. I didn't need, I had a sweater on and I wasn't cold, and I sat out there for hours getting everything ready and recording and stuff. So I'm so glad I went ahead and got that done yesterday. Oh, because today is a cold one. Okay, so I've got a few more of those I need to do, but I'm gonna get those soaking and start editing Vlogmas. Later. So I am now sitting in the drive-through line at Starbucks to get a little pick-me-up coffee, and oh gosh, 4:30 came early this morning, and something to munch on. So I got a little bit derailed from Vlogmas. I need to go back and still edit the rest of it. I'll fill you guys in later. So excited. Big announcement. Okay, so I just wanted to wait until I got back home so that I wasn't distracted going through a drive-through window. I have finally just signed a contract with my job, my current employer, where I have been teaching adjunct flute lessons for 5 years now. So I have been promoted, big promotion, to Associate Professor of Flute and Chair of Orchestral Instruments. So I now have a full-time position in music at my school. I am still doing the yarn business because we live in a very high cost of living area, and it's not enough. We're always going to need to piecemeal our lives together, but I'm doing everything that I love. I'm going to be busier, and I'm going to be teaching in person again. I have been teaching on Zoom. I've been teaching on Zoom for almost 2 years, 22 months, I think. I'm done teaching on Zoom. So I am looking forward to teaching in person again, and I have a new position. I have gaining a lot of responsibilities that I have not previously had. So I am quite pleased with this news, and it's been a long time. I've been waiting so long to announce this. So it took a while to negotiate terms and finally get a contract and all of that stuff. So the pandemic delayed a lot of things as well. So so January 2022 is looking very promising. So all right, now I got to get back to editing Vlogmas. So speaking of flute things, it is now time for me to teach a flute lesson. Coming back home from the flute lesson, and time to eat some pizza. Owen just dug out the needlepoint that we got when we visited Harrisville Designs over the summer. All of a sudden, he got interested in working on it some more. Okay. Finally, Vlogmas is up. That took a lot longer than I expected. I have so much video editing to do. I've got a drink, a beverage, and we're gonna start editing the podcast episode so I can get like half of that done tonight. I'll feel like I actually got something done today other than Vlogmas. So it is 11:25 at night. I'm on a second beverage. It is so good. What am I drinking? Southern Tier Frosted Sugar Cookie Imperial Ale. It is so good. It goes down to 8. Anyway, so I'm still editing videos. I'm like almost all the way through my whips in the podcast episode. I think I've got one more to go. I'm going to try to make it all the way through the whips, and then I'm going to take a break with that until tomorrow. So much video today. But okay, so I keep forgetting that I want to share with you guys. So Owen had his play, his theater play. They did Frozen Kids, and Owen played Olaf, and Bryce took a video of it, and he was so good. He was so cute. He looked so adorable. Basically, he was wearing, let me move this out of the thing. Basically, he was wearing a white sweatsuit. And then, like, his costume was basically a white sweatsuit and a big felt carrot nose. So funny. So adorable. So the show is a younger crowd than last year. Last year, he was in the first, as a first grader, he was in the 1st through 5th grade group. This year, they redid it, and so they have, like, kindergarten through 2nd grade segment, and then 3rd through, I don't know, 8th or something. So so kindergarten through 2nd grade, it was so stinking adorable. About half of the show was the kids being like, no, you're supposed to be over there. You forgot your line. This is what you're supposed to say. It was so cute. But Owen did a great job, and Bryce took video, so he played Olaf, and since Olaf is a snowman, I thought, how could that fits so well into Vlogmas, right? So I hope you guys enjoy this little video of Owen as Olaf.
Buddy, I'm Olaf and I like long hugs. Olaf! Did Elsa build you? Yeah, why? Do you know where she is? Yeah, why? Could you show us the way? Yeah, why? I'll tell you why. We need Elsa to bring back summer. Summer? Oh, I don't know why, but I've always dreamed about summer. Really? No. Friends with feet. Bees are buzz, kids are both dandelion fuzz, and I'll be doing whatever snow does in summer. A drink in my hand, when snow begins to break sand, probably getting crusty sand in summer. I'll finally see a summer breeze blow away
guys have Trader Joe's, like I have not knit a stitch today. So even though I'm exhausted, I'm finishing beer number 2. And it's a strong one, so probably I should not have had to. But the first one went down way too quickly, and I still had a lot of editing to do, so sometimes these things just happen. Anyway, Trader Joe's, I am about to sit and knit at least one stripe on shawlography before I turn in. Mini gingerbread people. It is too late to be all fancy and set them out on a cute little dish. I'm eating gingerbread people. There's frosting on the back. It's delicious. It's super good. So, I'm gonna sit here. I've got a few sips left of my frosted sugar cookie, whatever Bryce said it was, Imperial Ale. So good. Too good, because clearly they're stronger than I thought that they were. And I'm gonna eat gingerbread people. And I'm gonna knit at least one stripe on shawlography. And I'm finally gonna watch other people's knitting podcasts. So yeah, if I'm lucky, I'll be up for another 45 minutes. If I'm unlucky, I'll crash after 15. But yeah, I can at least sleep in tomorrow. Thank goodness. 4:30 came very early this morning, Owen. So, gingerbread people. Good night.